The wait is finally over because Honor of Kings has officially opened pre-downloads in China, with the servers set to go live on April 17. The hype surrounding this launch is absolutely massive, but it isn't as simple as just hitting a download button, and many of you are wondering if you can actually play it right now or if your phone will even survive the experience. In today's video, I'm breaking down every single detail, from the installation process to the login hurdles and those heavy system requirements. But that's not all. I'm also going to give you the latest updates on the global version, including what's happening with the beta and when you can actually expect to see this game hit your local app store. Make sure you stick around until the end because we are covering things that could save you a massive 40 GB headache. If you're an iOS user, getting into the action is actually pretty straightforward compared to other platforms, but it still requires a bit of digital gymnastics. You'll need to switch your App Store region to China, which usually involves entering a local address and phone number. You can find templates for these online quite easily. Once that's done, the game will pop up in your search results for a standard download, but keep in mind that you might need to temporarily disable any active subscriptions like Apple Music to make the region hop successful. It's a bit of a process, but for a game of this caliber, most fans find it well worth the 10 minutes of effort to see the high-fidelity world of Honor of Kings firsthand before everyone else. Android users have a slightly more technical path since the game isn't available on the global Play Store, meaning you'll need to utilize a Chinese app store like TapTap or the official Tencent app market instead. I've dropped the specific links you need in the pinned comment to make things easier, but you should be prepared for a bit of a language barrier. The entire interface, including the installation prompts, will be in Chinese, so I highly recommend keeping a second device nearby with a translator app or using a screen translation tool. This ensures you don't accidentally click the wrong permission button or miss an important update prompts during the initial setup, which can be quite frustrating if you're flying blind. Even after you successfully install the game, there is one major hurdle that catches almost every international player off guard. You cannot log in with a standard email, Facebook, or Google account. Since this is the official China release, the game is hard-locked to the Tencent ecosystem, meaning you are required to have either a WeChat or a QQ account to gain access to the servers. WeChat is generally the easier option for international users, but even then, you might need a friend to verify your account if you're creating a new one. Without one of these two logins, you'll be stuck staring at the beautiful title screen with no way to actually enter the battlefield, which is a mistake I see a lot of people making in the comments. Because of these hurdles, I know a lot of you are keeping a close eye on the global version instead of jumping through hoops for the Chinese release. While it's true that beta registrations for the global launch have finally started, there is a catch that has left many mobile fans disappointed. Currently, the most recent testing phases have been strictly limited to PC players, as Tencent is likely looking to fine-tune the cross-platform experience and open-world mechanics first. For those of us who prefer playing on our phones, there is still no official date for a mobile-specific beta, and current industry reports suggest we might be waiting until mid-2026 before we see a stable global mobile version hit our screens. It's a long wait, but the level of polish we're seeing in the Chinese release suggests the global version will be worth it. Beyond just getting the game to load, you have to make sure your hardware can actually handle the heat, because Honor of Kings is a high-performance title with some of the most demanding mobile specs we've seen recently. On iOS, the absolute minimum requirement is an iPhone 11 running iOS 15. But let's be real, if you want to enjoy those high-resolution textures and complex spell effects without the phone turning into a heater, an A16 Bionic chip is what you really need. The game is incredibly well optimized for a title of this scale, but the sheer amount of data being processed during a 5v5 teamfight or an open-world exploration session will definitely push older hardware to its absolute limit, potentially leading to frame drops at the worst possible moments. Android players face an even steeper climb when it comes to performance stability. We are looking at a minimum of 8 GB of RAM and a Snapdragon 865 or Dimensity 1200 processor just to get the game running on low to medium settings. If you're a competitive player who needs that steady 90 or 120 FPS for peak performance, you're going to want a flagship processor like the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 or better. Perhaps the biggest shock for most will be the storage requirement. You'll need to clear out roughly 40 GB of space. This isn't just a simple mobile game anymore. It's a full-scale AAA experience that demands a massive chunk of your phone's internal memory, so you might need to say goodbye to some of your less played apps. Ultimately, this is a premium, heavy-duty game that isn't built for budget or low-end devices, so expect some performance struggles or even crashes if you aren't using a modern mid-range or flagship phone. If your device meets the cut, you're in for what is arguably the most polished MOBA and RPG experience on the market, but it's definitely worth checking your storage and hardware cooling before you commit to that huge download. Let me know in the comments what phone you're currently rocking and if you're brave enough to navigate the Chinese version or if you're going to hold out for that 2026 global release. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest mobile launches, including all the latest news on Honor of Kings, and I'll see you all in the next one.